Hey Brian.
Yeah, hey Justin, what's up?
Hey, we racing tonight?
Yeah, definitely. We're going all out with the gear, right?
Of course we are. I will be right back.
All right, yeah. Cool, just give me like 5 minutes. All right, I'm ready.
Yep, I am too.
What the hell is that?
I'm Viking Kyle Larson, duh. And I am here to pillage your rating and steal all of your trophies.
Whatever, man. Let's race.
Hey guys, Justin here, and I've been wanting to make this video for a little while now. It's about this particular Reddit post. I know, Reddit. We all love Reddit, right? But this post says very clearly up front, every iRacer is a LARPer. And if you don't know what a LARPer is, LARP means live action roleplay. You see it very commonly in real life, like with the medieval festivals or Revolutionary War battlefield reenactments, stuff like that. But you also see it a lot online. For instance, one of the biggest categories in all of Twitch is GTA RP streaming, where basically you go on a video game to live a life that you couldn't particularly live in real life without probably dying within 10 seconds. And guess what? That criteria probably fits for sim racing as well. So this person said that this post came as a result of somebody saying this isn't a role-playing server in an iRacing Discord, and they came up with the following conclusion. Anyone who drives a pretend race car is role-playing as a race car driver. It's not our job, it's not our reality. And every iRacing Discord is a role-playing server. Lando Norris racing with sim-only drivers would be the equivalent of someone with active military background joining a war reenactment with a bunch of LARP dads. Call it live-action race carring. So is this person onto something? Is everybody on iRacing just live-action role-playing as somebody living their dreams in a virtual world? I think that there is merit to this argument, but I don't think that there is merit to this argument from every single person on iRacing. One of my more popular videos from last year was where I proudly announced that iRacing is a video game. I still think that the technology itself is very simulation-like. I think that you could set up your equipment to make it more simulation-like, but I think the moment that you start racing with other people, it very quickly goes back into the realm of video games. That's my overall opinion, at least. But being immersed in a 100% simulation-like experience, I don't think is a requirement to be live-action role-playing in a given service. On the one hand, you have games like Flight Simulator, where literally every single person in the server has to be 100% live-action role-playing for the system to work as a whole. But with iRacing, you don't necessarily have to have that 100% buy-in to have a race going. You have people there that are just there to win the race, you have people there that are just there to screw people up, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they are role-playing as a character. And if you draw the line and say, well, if you're driving a virtual race car, you are live-action role-playing by default, I don't really know where the line would be. Are you live-action role-playing playing NASCAR Heat? Are you live-action role-playing playing Forza? Are you live-action role-playing playing Madden? Are you live-action role-playing Mario Kart? I mean, you can. If you choose Mario, you can pretend that you're Mario as you're driving around the track. I guess that would be live-action role-playing. But the point that I'm getting at is that you can enjoy iRacing and games like it in multiple ways, and one of them happens to be in a more live-action role-playing character-like experience. I personally was like this when I was running for ARCA points. When I wanted to win the championship, I felt as if I was in an actual championship battle with very good drivers, and that 100% I think falls under the category that I was live action role playing. The character I was playing is, I guess, myself, but also some sort of championship contender trying to win the cup. But goals like that aren't that common. A lot of people's goals are just to win the race, a lot of people's goals is to get better. But that doesn't necessarily make you a live action role player, because every video game you go into wanting to get better and win or achieve something. There has to be a certain level of buy-in to a character for it to be some sort of role playing, in my opinion. And on top of that, the iRacing ecosystem doesn't depend on everybody buying into a character in the first place, like the flight simulator, like I was talking about before. Like GTA 5 role playing Everyone has to play a character there for the ecosystem to work. Whereas in iRacing, it doesn't matter what kind of character you're playing, you're still driving a race car around a track. And then the counter argument to that would be, well, isn't everybody playing the character of a race car driver then by default? But then if you think that's the case, then I guess every single racing game ever made, regardless of if it's on wheel, if it's on controller, if it's on an Atari stick, I guess that's all live action role playing then. And then if you agree with that, that's fine. I guess that's consistent. But personally, I don't really see it as that way. I think that the character has to go a bit beyond just guy driving car. Honestly, the way that I see it, even outside the idea of live action role playing, is that iRacing is everybody running a career mode for a racing game that all convene together into one race. And the thing about career modes is that there are multiple ways to run them. You can completely buy into your character like you see a lot of YouTubers do. They make a character, they completely buy into the persona, and that becomes them. But there are also other people that approach career modes as just a way to run a structured set of races. But at the end of the day, that's the beauty of iRacing. You can treat it however you want. If you want to pretend that iRacing is like your career mode, you can update your bio after every win, write on Twitter at people that piss you off, stuff like that. Or you can treat it just as a video game. You can just log on and race, and when you're done, you log off, and everybody enjoys it in their own way. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you all on the track.